And thrown them in. But we find guns all the time, and I just leave them on the pavement. We've had police come past, tell us what they are. They don't do nothing.
The best falafel in London. You're welcome, come to Basta.
Got chilli in there.
Oh, really hot.
Yeah. Hang on, this hasn't gone according to plan.
We are in London. Today we are going to do something a little bit different for us, and it's a challenge. We're going to show you a side of London that you don't normally see in the guidebooks.
She's absolutely right. We're going to be doing 2 different walking tours. One of them is something we've done a few times before, and another one my brother recommends. I'm not going to tell you which is which. I want you in the comments at the end of this video to tell me which you think is the better tour of London. And I'll tell you something else at the end. Sarah has got a challenge back to me, but we'll cover that later. So we're on our way now to the tube station. This is where we're staying. This is Brick Lane, making our way to Westbourne Grove. That's it. We got ourselves down onto the Grand Union Canal at Westbourne Grove. So it's about a 2-minute walk from the station. We're going to walk all the way along here. You saw on the map as we put that up on screen a few moments ago, and there's a lot of delights along the way. But we're going to make this snappy, aren't we?
Yeah, and one thing, I'm really surprised that there's actually a canal in London. I just never thought about it, but yeah, pleasantly surprised.
And I think this canal actually originates in Birmingham.
Of course, all the best things originate from Birmingham.
Unlikely, unlikely. But come on, let's get this walk underway. Morning. It's really the last weekend, I would say, that you can fairly confidently predict the weather's going to be okay to walk here in London. How does this compare?
I've wrapped up really well today. I'm actually getting quite warm now. So,
yeah, I am
so
as well.
It's a lot warmer. This is lovely. All the leaves are falling off the trees now, and it's all very autumny.
And it's just fun to think you're walking through London.
Yeah.
This is urban London all around us. We're on a leafy little path along the canal.
By that.
People just don't know this exists.
No.
So we're going to continue walking and hopefully find a barge where we can grab a coffee and a spot of breakfast. But so far it's been pretty idyllic for London. London is one of the most expensive cities in the world to live. Everyone knows that. But people find a way around it by buying an old boat, sticking it on the canal, or even sticking it on the Thames, paying the mooring fee and doing it up so it's as good as a central London apartment. It's a cost-effective way of doing London for sure. Problem is, we were told to go there.
Yeah.
You got a book way in advance.
Oh, really?
If you want to go on the cheese board or the cheese boat.
Cheese barge.
Cheese barge. You got a book way ahead. But it's brilliant. You look at the menu, basically everything they serve is cheese based. Apart from the beer. I don't think it's
cheese and beer is, well, cheese and wine is the best combination. Yeah. Cheese and beer goes good.
Yeah, but I don't think the beer is made of cheese. Greek food, Sarah. Do you like Greek food?
I love Greek food.
I like Greek food. So be sure to cross the canal at Paddington Basin, which is just after that place we had a nice little coffee a moment ago. And you can continue your walk that way. We have big plans for this weekend, don't we, Sarah?
Yeah.
Huge plans, and you know what? Those plans are still in place. But last night, I started to get a bit of a sniffle.
Yeah.
Today, sniffles got worse.
Oh.
You can't see it because I'm a consummate professional. I'm getting this done. And you know, we're doing 2 walks. The walk we're doing tomorrow is going to be probably about 10 miles around London, maybe more actually. So we'll see how that goes. But we're on our way now to get me some decongestant and some tablets so I can feel a bit better. But as I say, consummate professional, aren't I?
Yeah, and it's a sign of being autumn. All the colds are around. We're all still wearing masks here. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
The autumn cold.
When we started our travels a little while ago, this is where we came to get all of our jabs for things like yellow fever, rabies and that kind of stuff. It's a shop. If you're from the US, it's a bit like Walgreens, but not quite as impressive. It's a British shop called Superdrug. If you ever need anything like that, jabs or tablets or just toiletries, it's a place to come. So they're all over the UK. I didn't get my jabs done in this one, but certainly in this brand. So you've had to walk a little bit off of the canal because it goes through one long tunnel basically. But then when you come out at the end of Frampton Street, as it intersects with Lisson Grove, then you'll see this little area here, and that is where you drop back down onto the canal. Those are electric boats that you can rent from down in Paddington. I think it's about £70 for an hour.
During the week, I think it's about 90 on the weekend.
Oh, really? Okay.
But it's a great thing to do.
Yeah, they got a big table on there, so you can come on board with a load of food and drink and go down this canal and see London from the backside. We're walking through Regent's Park at the moment. You don't normally see Regent's Park from this perspective. It's pretty impressive.
Standing all right.
What are you doing? Dredging?
Just magnet fishing.
Ah.
Yeah. We just had the bomb squad out. Pulled the bomb out up there.
You're kidding?
Out. Yeah.
Oh, we saw that.
Yeah, that was us.
a gas canister, so you know this.
Wow.
They come out with ammunition as well.
Wow.
Get a lot of ladies' toys in here.
Do you?
Yeah, my son pulled out a huge one a few weeks ago. Everybody was taking photos of it. So we went out, we went up by the flats, and there's an office block, and there was a black plinth, and we put it on there, and we called it Modern Art.
What are they doing in here?
Yeah, people were taking photos of it there.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we found quite a lot. Someone's cut up a lot of guns and thrown them in. But we find guns all the time, and I just leave them on the pavement. We've had police come past, tell us what they are. They don't do nothing. No one calls the police.
I guess they can't.
Interesting.
We've had sawn-off shot. I've been walking down this towpath with a sawn-off shotgun in my hands. like 2 miles. No one called the police.
So we're going through Regent's Park, and in Regent's Park is London Zoo. And you can go to London Zoo and go in the way that people up there have got in.
I just thought I saw something really exotic, and I was like, look at that, look at that. I didn't realise it was a zoo. I thought it was just running around.
And it is exotic, but what is in, we just saw it a moment ago, you're probably not going to see it, but over there are hyenas. Hope they're all right. Sarah and I aren't big fans of zoos. I called those hyenas, but you just saw what it was. What is it, Sarah?
It's an African hunting dog.
There we go. And we just saw little Jack Russell hunting the African hunting dog. I just know if that Jack Russell was the other side of the river, he wouldn't have been quite as vocal in shouting at those African hunting dogs. So full of themselves, aren't they, Jack Russells? I think we're getting closer to the end of this walk, and then you're going to see our second walk from London. So is this a walk my brother put together? Or is the one after this the one he put together? But you decide which one you prefer. Put in the comments below. Don't do it yet. Don't look at this one and go, oh, I love that one, that's the winner. Wait till you see the second one, and then tell us. And remember, Sarah's got a little thing to throw at me at the end of this. So we've just completed walking through the Regents Park section of this walk. Here's a little fact for you. I told you before that my mum and dad are from London. My dad was actually born on a street that faces on to Regents Park, right in the centre of London. These days, to live in a place like that, you have to be a multi-millionaire.
There's a cow on that balcony. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
We've got to the end of the canal, or the end of our walk along it, and we're at a place called Camden Lock. If you're in London, you have got to visit Camden. It's kind of the cosmopolitan hippie part of town. But something else I wanted to point out is, as you know, in the UK we have a lot of pubs, but there's a brand of pub that I strongly recommend. If you're travelling to the UK, download their app and just be aware that they exist, because they're called Wetherspoons and they're all over the UK. They're normally in really iconic buildings. They do things like buy old cinemas and old abbeys and things like that. But the thing about them is the beer is so cheap, and food is cheap as well. So if you're looking for a cheap day out and you're looking for somewhere that you can get cheap beer, Wetherspoons is the place. And here at Camden Lock, there's Wetherspoons, the Ice Wharf. Been in here a few times on a few drunken Christmas parties in the past, and we're just going to use it for the toilet. And then we're going to take you into Camden and show you Camden Market. It's quite something. This is Camden Market.
So busy.
Yeah, it's one of our favourite places in London. It's probably is our favourite place. It's North London, and if you complete that walk, this is where you will end up. So
Great way to end a nice long walk.
Yeah, when was the last time we came here?
Oh gosh, years ago.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So we're going to walk around. It's quite a large area. This is a street food area, and then it goes through into more kind of quirky shops and little arcades and things.
I was going to say, this is expanded from what I remember. But
yeah, no, Sarah, no, it's
She's been in
not.
Wetherspoons probably.
No, it hasn't expanded. It's the same size. But we're going to do that, and then we'll grab a bite to eat. But let's just show you some of the images of Camden Town.
Why not?
Why not indeed?
The best falafel in London. You're welcome, come to Basta.
Let's see. Falafel. We love our Greek food, don't we, Sarah?
We do love our Greek
So
food.
we've come to a place called, it's all Greek to me, we're eating off the table. So we're going to have a Slovakia each.
Okay.
It's called the Trojan.
Trojan.
Should be nice.
Skewered chicken in a pita, a lot of salad.
With
Sounds
chips or fries, whichever
I've
you
gone
want
for
to call it.
halloumi.
Yeah, Sarah's gone for a bit of halloumi. We love our Greek food.
Yes.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And this is my Slovakia, very similar to Sarah's. Got a chilli in there.
Oh, really hot.
Yeah.
Really hot.
That's right. And Sarah had a halloumi. I had chips. Love our Greek food, don't we?
Love it.
I think I'll enjoy this, but you don't deserve to watch me eat food. No one's done anything bad enough in their lifetime to watch me chow down on this stuff. One thing that does worry me about world travel is being able to see live music wherever we go. When I was young, I used to go here all the time. It's called the Electric Ballroom. All my kind of music in here. Absolutely brilliant place. So that ends the first walk we've done in London, but don't go away because we're going now on to walk number 2. Where are we, Sarah?
We're in the World's End pub in Camden.
Really recommend this. It's absolutely huge. When I was a youngster and I was coming up to London every weekend to gigs, I would always end up in here. It's a great boozer, as we call them in the UK. It's huge.
And it's out the hustle and bustle of Camden Market. It's really good, nice to relax.
Yeah, it's more relaxed. It's right opposite Camden High Street tube station as well. So it's a great place to be. So we're going to head back to our hotel. I'm going to have an early night because, as I say, I've got a bit of a cold, not feeling too great at the moment. Sarah's probably going out partying, I don't know what plans she's got. Do a bit of clubbing. And then in a minute you're going to see the second walk. Which is best? You tell us after you've seen it. Hang on, this hasn't gone according to plan because looking at the edit today we're at 15 minutes. So I've gone out tonight to see my local club Swindon, and actually we're going to break this in half. And on Wednesday, you're going to see our second video from London. If you're new here, why not subscribe and maybe go back to our first video to see that we've sold everything we own to travel the world for the next 10 years. If you're not new here, what do you think of this video? Do you think this was the one my brother came up with? Was this one I came up with? So Wednesday is going to be our second video from London. You've been watching 2 Go Road. We'll see you next time. Bye.